Hi, my name is Sarah Schlomer, and I have been living with and fighting Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and stiff person syndrome all at the same time, along with a lot of comorbid syndromes. As you can see with my past videos, I was literally fighting starvation. Um, so I have within about 2 to 3 months' time bounced back from an ileostomy. I had a colostomy and it was put in the wrong spot. I really was ignored and I I truly was giving up because my body wasn't able to fight the way I needed to. I needed to remember that I I actually pay these doctors. They work for me. So now that I remember that, I have a different set of doctors that have greatly helped me in the gastrointestinal department, and I owe my life to them. Um, but I also have worked very, very hard at getting back any type of weight to my body. Um, in the past, you could see all of my ribs. I didn't have any type of muscle whatsoever to speak of. Now I have muscle on my legs. I have muscle. I am muscular. And the reason for that is because I have been working my butt off. Um, I have actually been able to get intravenous interglobin, which has given my joints a huge chance, a huge opportunity, and I cannot, um, I can't be more grateful because I wouldn't have been able to build this muscle otherwise, and I really, really needed to crack down and make myself do it. Just flat out say every single day or every other day, I am going to do yoga and I'm going to modify and do things that I need to do in order to make these exercises doable. And what I mean by that is actually using the counter to do any type of push-ups. You're going to want to keep your knees bent, keep your feet in front of you, make sure that your back is straight, your butt sticking out just a little bit, and your shoulders are pushed back, and do your push-ups that way. And don't go ahead and go all out. You're not going to want to put too much strain on your abdomen, especially after such a an invasive procedure. The other thing that I highly suggest is fruit. We have tons of fruit in the house that is needed. You don't need um, all of this other sugar. It's just not necessary. It's not. I did not build my body back up by using brown sugar, white sugar, any of the sugars other than fruit, actually, and using this lovely thing called an Instapot. I have been able to use a lot of meat and protein. I've been making protein drinks and I have been eating a lot of meat. Um, I've been cooking rice and potato along with meat. My husband has absolutely helped me in this area along with a couple of my friends. And my freezer right now is filled with different dishes that I can unthaw and eat for dinner. Um, you don't need to overdo it. and you definitely don't want to gorge yourself. You don't want to end up perforating anything. And when you start feeling yourself twitch um, or spasm, you don't want to keep on eating and create even more of a problem. If you are feeling your digestive system clench up on you, I highly, highly recommend um, diazepam or Valium. In the past, I was using laxatives, and they are not for someone with stiff person syndrome, because what it will do is absolutely paralyze your intestines. Whereas we are trying to get a um, a muscle that is stuck in place to start moving and functioning correctly again. Um, this is always going to be a problem when you go into the hospital if you have to be hospitalized. Um, Normal people do not understand that eating along with 5 milligrams of Valium here and there, very small meals, is going to be a healthy or good solution for you. Um, as you can notice, because of the intravenous interglobin, I'm holding my phone and I'm not shaking. So I still greatly recommend plasmapheresis and baclofen at the same time. But it's so important to be able to get your body into a place where it can fight for itself. And without the proper medications, you're not going to be able to do that. It's just true. I come from a background where I um, not only did yoga and Pilates and all sorts of exercising since I was in high school, and running miles every single night. I literally was the epitome of health to completely broken. And I'll tell you right now, I never thought back in the day that using Valium as a laxative or for anything would help me. And yet it has been a game changer. It's made it so that this food will go through my body, and my body's accepting it gratefully. It's like gratefully accepting it, because I had to live off of chicken bone broth soup for so long. And I will never ever give up on saying that that stuff is is like a miracle food, because it coats the inside of your intestines and it greatly gives you what you need. Um, Another thing that you do need is antioxidants. I strongly push those um, for your immune system. You're going to need that in order to be able to fight. Um, Now, when it comes to exercising, you'll find that there are a lot of problems, especially if it feels like your joints are ripping apart. If that is happening, please, please go and see your pain specialist. Talk to them about that. Um, if that's a problem, plasmapheresis can also help. And during the times in which you are getting it, I want you to jump on it and really, really work your butt off. You will be able to get your body back. You'll be able to get your mind back. Um, at least I have. And I'm living proof that stiff person syndrome and Ehlers-Danlos is an absolute roller coaster. I wouldn't want anybody to go through this, but I want to keep on giving good ideas, good solutions. And I promise that if you stick to a very protein filled diet, and that if you actually do your exercises, your modified yoga, modified, go into physical therapy. Get yourself into physical therapy because it is the best thing that you can possibly do. They will help you with your exercises. They will help you be able to walk again. I am telling you from experience that I have had to live in my wheelchair. And I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there anymore. And so I know I know that not everybody gets this opportunity, but I want to be able to share what I've been through, and I want to give you an opportunity to be able to help yourself. So please, when you get the chance, when you feel like it, do some form of yoga. Do something that is a low impact exercise on your body and keep up with it, because you don't want to be in a wheelchair. You don't want to be walking around with a walker or a cane for the rest of your life. And please, please fight for yourself. Find someone who can fight for you too. Read all that you can. Have somebody else read all that they can. Videotape yourself so that you can be your own advocate. I want you to go out into the world and be prepared for a world that doesn't understand you. Because really, when you are going through the worst of it, it's hard to talk. It's really hard when you're dealing with esophageal spasms, and if you're not getting the right medications, then you're going to be dealing with esophageal spasms. And I wish the best for everybody, and that's exactly why I'm doing these different videos. So please take my advice. Try and get yourself onto a protein-filled diet. Try and get some plasmapheresis. Go after baclofen. Go after diazepam, Klonopin. Go after these different medications that truly do help stiff person syndrome. Read everything you possibly can. Google everything. I don't even care if you're going by just the internet, which really I don't encourage. I really do fully encourage you to go out and get proper medical help. If you are unable to do that, though, because monetarily, this is not an easy thing to do. I'm very fortunate because my husband has health insurance, and that's through his work. And I live in America. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that is exactly why I'm able to get help, is because of his work. So, for those of you that are able to get help, please follow my footsteps and seek out doctors. Give them information that you can. Read everything that you can online. And then put it into practice. Every single day, you are going to be living with this chronic illness. So every single day, I want you to fight it. I want you to be your own advocate. And I want you to have a better life than what I've had. So please, take my advice and go out there. Love yourself. Love the world. Know that people care about you. Take care of yourself because other people care about you greatly. And know that you're loved. I want to send a lot of love out into the world and a lot of knowledge. So please, please know that other people care about you. And I want to thank you for listening to this. Thank you.